Audrey Hepburn is more than just a name in the history of film. She is a living symbol of grace, timeless elegance, and effortless beauty. But what made her so captivating? It wasn't just her iconic roles or her stunning looks. It was the way she carried herself, the subtlety of her charm, and the quiet confidence she exuded. Today, we're uncovering the secrets behind Audrey Hepburn's unparalleled elegance and showing you how to make it a part of your own life. Let's begin. Audrey Hepburn's poise was undeniable, and it was one of the key elements that set her apart from others. She didn't just move through spaces, she owned them. Poise is all about maintaining composure, even in the most chaotic situations, and Audrey mastered this effortlessly. Her movements were slow, deliberate, and graceful, creating an aura of calm and confidence that immediately drew people in. One posture is key. Audrey's posture was impeccable. Whether she was on screen or off, she stood tall with her shoulders back and her head held high. Her body language spoke volumes about her self-assurance without her ever having to say a word. Good posture doesn't just make you look taller or more confident, it communicates an inner strength and control. The simple act of standing tall, with your spine aligned and your chest open, can make a huge difference in how you're perceived. Audrey's posture was the embodiment of elegance, a quiet yet powerful reminder that the way you carry yourself can say more than any outfit or accessory ever could. 2. Intentional movements. Audrey's movements were always graceful and fluid. She didn't rush or fidget but moved with purpose, as if each step, gesture, and glance had meaning. This is an important lesson in how to carry yourself with elegance, being mindful of your movements and slowing down to be more intentional in everything you do. When you walk, move with purpose and without haste. If you're sitting, avoid slouching or fidgeting. Every action, no matter how small, contributes to your overall poise. 3. Soft, controlled gestures. The power of a gentle hand movement or a calm, measured expression is often underestimated. Audrey's gestures were always soft yet controlled. Whether she was gesturing with her hands while speaking or just adjusting her posture, there was never any erratic or exaggerated movement. This restraint in her body language made her presence even more powerful. Learning to keep your gestures calm and deliberate, whether you're talking to someone, eating, or even laughing, adds a touch of grace and refinement to your demeanor. 4. Walking with elegance. Audrey's walk was another hallmark of her poise. She had an elegant glide to her step that seemed effortless, as though she was floating rather than walking. This sense of grace isn't about walking slowly or in a stiff manner, but rather walking with fluidity and ease, allowing your body to move naturally while maintaining balance and confidence. Practicing a fluid walk, taking smooth, confident steps with your feet placed carefully, can elevate your entire presence. Number 5, the mindfulness of silence. Finally, poise is about knowing when to speak and when to remain silent. Audrey Hepburn was known for her quiet, calm demeanor both on screen and in her personal life. She wasn't the loudest in the room, yet her voice carried weight because she spoke thoughtfully and with purpose. Silence, when used properly, can also exude elegance. Being comfortable in silence, without feeling the need to fill every moment with words, conveys confidence and maturity. By embracing poise and grace in our own lives, through mindful movements, confident posture, and quiet self-assurance, we too can begin to embody the kind of timeless elegance Audrey Hepburn became famous for. Audrey Hepburn's wardrobe was the epitome of simplicity and sophistication. She had a unique ability to look effortlessly chic, yet every outfit she wore had purpose and intention. What set her style apart wasn't just the clothing, but the way she wore it. Her wardrobe was timeless, anchored in classic pieces that have remained iconic long after she left the silver screen. Arguably, Audrey's most famous wardrobe staple, the little black dress, became synonymous with elegance because of her. The LBD, most famously showcased in Breakfast at Tiffany's, was simple, understated, yet endlessly stylish. What made Audrey's LBD so special wasn't just the dress itself, but the way she wore it, gracefully, confidently, and without any need for excessive embellishments. The key takeaway here is that elegance often lies in the simplicity of the garment. The little black dress is a piece every woman should have in her wardrobe. A versatile, flattering item that can be dressed up or down and worn for any occasion. Like Audrey, don't overcomplicate it. Keep it simple and let the elegance shine through. Audrey was often seen in beautifully tailored dresses that highlighted her slender figure while maintaining a sense of refinement. Her dresses were not tight or overly flashy, but rather sculpted to fit perfectly and gracefully around her body. The focus was always on clean lines and flattering cuts. She often opted for dresses with modest necklines, short sleeves, and A-line shapes that exuded sophistication without being overly revealing. The key here is fitting. Clothing that fits you well is always more elegant than something ill-fitting, no matter the trend. Audrey's wardrobe emphasized that it's not about the latest fashion, but the timeless beauty of a garment that fits perfectly. Rather than leaning into overly structured or stiff designs, Audrey embraced soft, feminine silhouettes that allowed her freedom of movement while maintaining an air of refinement. Dresses with flowing skirts, soft fabrics, and gentle drapes were staples of her wardrobe. These kinds of pieces added a fluidity to her look, which enhanced her graceful demeanor. Elegance often comes from the way a garment moves with you, rather than against you. Soft fabrics such as silk, chiffon, and cotton helped elevate her style, contributing to the overall feeling of effortless grace that defined Audrey's fashion. Audrey's color choices were subtle yet striking. She often gravitated toward neutral tones, black, white, beige, and soft pastels, that allowed her clothing to remain versatile and timeless. These colors never clashed or overwhelmed her natural beauty. Instead, they complemented her and allowed her wardrobe to transcend trends. Her approach to color was a lesson in restraint. While bold colors can make a statement, understated hues can project a quiet kind of power. The elegance in Audrey's wardrobe came from her ability to choose pieces that harmonized with each other and with her natural beauty. If you're looking to emulate her style, opt for a wardrobe built around classic colors that flatter your complexion and remain timeless, no matter the season. Another hallmark of Audrey's wardrobe was the absence of excess. Her outfits were never overcrowded with layers or complicated designs. She preferred clean, minimalist lines that created a sleek, polished appearance. From her dresses to her blouses and skirts, Audrey embraced a less is more mentality. By focusing on simple shapes and letting the fabric and fit speak for themselves, she elevated even the most basic pieces into something extraordinary. Elegance, as Audrey demonstrated, is often about leaving space for the clothing to speak without overwhelming it with unnecessary details. The lesson here: opt for streamlined pieces that flatter your body and let the simplicity of the design shine. Audrey's outerwear choices were just as timeless as her dresses. She often wore beautifully tailored coats that exuded elegance, from chic trench coats to structured wool coats. These pieces were always impeccably cut and chosen for their sophistication rather than trend. Outerwear, when done well, can be the finishing touch to a sophisticated look. Whether you're wearing a coat or a jacket, Audrey's approach teaches us that it's not about flashy patterns or oversized trends, but about finding outerwear that fits beautifully and complements your overall look. Audrey Hepburn's wardrobe was the essence of understated sophistication. She didn't rely on excessive frills or trendy statements. Her elegance came from the power of simplicity, perfect fit, and timeless style. By focusing on classic, well-tailored pieces, soft silhouettes, and neutral tones, you too can curate a wardrobe that embodies the same elegance and timeless charm that Audrey effortlessly exuded. Now, let's talk about speech and manners. Audrey Hepburn's elegance was not just seen in her physical appearance or the clothes she wore. It was also deeply embedded in the way she spoke and carried herself in social situations. Her speech, demeanor, and the way she interacted with others exuded a kind of quiet, graceful authority that many still strive to emulate. True elegance isn't just about what you wear or how you move, it's about how you make others feel when you're in their presence. One of the most notable aspects of Audrey's speech was the calmness and clarity with which she spoke. Her voice was soft, but every word was articulated with purpose. There was no rush, no desperation to be heard, but instead a measured, deliberate pace that drew people in and made them listen. Audrey never shouted or raised her voice unnecessarily, but when she spoke, it was with authority and intention. This level of restraint is one of the most powerful tools in elegant communication. Speaking softly doesn't mean being passive. It means being confident in your words and understanding that quality often outweighs quantity. Elegance in speech also means choosing your words wisely. Audrey was known for her kindness, and that kindness was reflected in how she communicated with others. She spoke with empathy, always considering the impact her words might have on those around her. Whether in an interview or in personal interactions, Audrey's speech was never harsh or dismissive. Instead, she embodied grace and warmth in every conversation. To speak with elegance, one must prioritize kindness and understanding, never using words to hurt or belittle others. Elegance comes from treating everyone with respect, regardless of their status or role in a conversation. Audrey also understood the importance of silence. She wasn't afraid of quiet moments, and often she let pauses speak louder than words. The ability to embrace silence is a true mark of elegance. It shows that you are not desperate for attention, but rather comfortable in your own space and capable of allowing conversations to flow naturally. Audrey's poise in silence allowed her to respond thoughtfully rather than impulsively. Elegance doesn't always mean filling every space with words. Sometimes it's about listening more than speaking and letting your presence speak for itself. Audrey's manners were impeccable. Whether on set, at a charity event, or in casual conversation, she always displayed a remarkable level of respect for those around her. She never interrupted others, listened carefully, and made eye contact, showing genuine interest in what others had to say. Her politeness and ability to make others feel comfortable were key to her charm. True elegance is reflected in how you treat others, by showing respect, using good manners, and making others feel valued. Simple gestures like thanking someone, holding the door open, or giving a thoughtful compliment can elevate your interactions and leave a lasting positive impression. What truly set Audrey apart was her genuine empathy. She wasn't just polite, she was deeply compassionate. Whether she was speaking about her humanitarian work or her experiences as an actress, her words were always infused with kindness and understanding. Elegance isn't just about outward appearances. It's about an inner kindness that radiates through your words. When you speak with empathy, it shows that you care about others and their feelings. Audrey's ability to connect with people on a deeper level, to speak with compassion, is something we can all learn from to embody more elegant communication. If you're looking to embrace more elegance in your life, start with the small things: how you speak, how you listen, and how you treat others. Audrey Hepburn's timeless elegance isn't just about the clothes she wore, it's about the kindness and respect she radiated. So let's start embodying that today. And remember, elegance is something every woman can cultivate.